What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review, and I'm here with my review of The Mandalorian Episode 6, The Prisoner. So this was an improvement over the last episode, that's for sure. The last episode, Episode 5, was the only Mandalorian episode that I didn't really like. And still, I didn't hate it. It just, when you compared it to the first 4, it was clearly the odd duck out. Now we're back into strong category, strong showing, strong story. This was a good episode of The Mandalorian. So it had Mando hooking up with these bounty hunters to go rescue a prisoner from a New Republic prison ship, a prison transport ship that's supposed to be completely run by droids. And he teams up with this team of bounty hunters, which includes an eclectic cast of characters. And as happens, once they're on the ship, and once they have the prisoner in tow, this was predictable. They turned on him. They turned on Mando, and then after they turned on him, and thought that they had him on lockdown, now it's him separating them, doing what the Mandalorian does, and taking them out one at a time. And that was where this episode was its strongest, was the way that he just played these bounty hunters like a fiddle. He separated them, he took them out, he knew their weaknesses, and he was able to execute a plan to defeat them all. And the best one was, I forget the guy's name, but he was the muscle of the group. He was this big guy with horns. He looked like a devil. Let's just say he looked like a devil. He had red skin and everything. And funny enough, when Mando shot him with fire, it didn't faze him one bit, because he's the devil, of course. But that was the best fight. And I'm not going to spoil how the fight ends if you haven't seen it yet, but all I'll say is the door. If you've seen it and you know, then you know what I mean by the door, because that, for me, was the highlight of the episode, was the way that he beat this big hulking brute with the door. John Wick uses a book, Mando uses the door. And it was great. It was great. We did get more of the child this episode, and that involved the droid on the bounty hunter team kind of doing some digging into Mando's history, because he was the pilot of the ship and he was the getaway driver. So while he was waiting, he was doing some digging into Mando's history, and he learned that this child has a huge bounty on it. So the child learned real fast, this droid does not have good intentions towards me. And it hid on the ship, and there was a kind of a tense moment. We knew nothing was going to happen to the child, spoiler alert, but we knew nothing was going to happen to the child. But there was this tense moment where the droid bounty hunter was looking for the child through the ship. So I really liked that aspect of it as well. But what was best was the way that he played like a fiddle the people who hired him and the prisoner at the end with the tracking beacon. Guys, there's a part near the end where Republic X-Wings roll in, and Mando rolls out just as the Republic X-Wings are rolling in, and it just screamed classic Star Wars to me. I loved it. Last episode 5, was a lot of fan service that I felt like was just thrown in there. Look, we're on Tatooine. Look, we're in Mos Eisley Cantina. See, this is Star Wars. And I feel like this was fan service, the X-Wing stuff, but it was fan service done in a way that it was perfect. Like, that is who would come in. If the Republic was responding to something, they would send the X-Wing fighters in. And then when the X-Wing fighters got there and they were so perfect, the sound effects, the outfits that the pilots were wearing, the way that they rolled in and attacked, it was a perfect moment in The Mandalorian. It was a perfect moment. So I don't know that this episode is the best episode, but it was a very well done episode. I really enjoyed it. And there's only 2 episodes left. Here's my big criticism of The Mandalorian. There's only 2 episodes left, and we still don't know what his endgame is. We don't know where he wants to go. We don't know what he's trying to do. Is his only point to try to find safety? I don't know. Does he want to raise this kid? Does he want to find somebody who will take it? We don't really know what his endgame is, and that's my biggest criticism. we don't know really what the plot is. The Mandalorian might, the writers might, Jon Favreau might know, but we don't know what the plot is. We're just going along. Every episode is kind of self-contained, one adventure after the other as he's plodding along, trying to do something, but we don't know what he's trying to do. So that's definitely my criticism of The Mandalorian so far. But overall, guys, it's been very good, and this episode was no different. This episode was very strong and a lot of fun, and it really embraced all of the things that make Star Wars without feeling like it was throwing too much at us as far as fan service was concerned. So I really liked it. But guys, here's the thing. What did you think about The Mandalorian Episode 6, The Prisoner? I'd love to hear your comments on it. Let me know what you thought down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you for being here at VLQ Review, where we talk about all of the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.